Hold on. Alright, man. Alright, man. Hold on. Let me get right. Let me get right. Uh, Open this up. Yo, we got Cool Guy. We got DQ. We got Reaps. Hold on, y'all. Why y'all low key? Why y'all low key rush the stream? Nah, W mans, W mans, W mans. Hold on. Let me pull up. Let me pull up the chat. Let me pull up the chat. I got y'all. Oh, Killboy in here too. My fault. I ain't see it. I ain't see a name. I ain't see a name. We got Killboy in here too. Let me get right. All right, bet. Said, have you listened to my guide? No, I haven't. What guide? Wait, what did I miss? Hold on, let me put this up like right here. Put this up like right here. Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. How y'all feel about the YWL guide? Was I supposed to listen to it? Check Discord DMs? Hold on, wait, I got you. I'm about to check. Oh, by the way, if y'all are in the TikTok and y'all want to use and y'all want to use text to speech, you got
King
it.
1000 says Yugen, Chen, you are my sussy senpai.
If y'all are in the TikTok and y'all wait, hold on. You click on the first video that's titled shuffle, pause. You see a shuffle button, click on that. Give you notification that it's on. Now unpause, shuffle video, let it play. I bet. Say gotta skip the ad real quick. L mans. Hold on, let's check TikTok chat. I pulled the new Goku twice. W Goku pull. If y'all in the TikTok, I'm not gonna lie, go ahead and move to the Twitch. I'm not gonna be reading TikTok chat. I love y'all to death. I'm not reading TikTok chat. If you're in the TikTok, come to the Twitch. If y'all don't like the ads, which y'all shouldn't have a problem with, it's literally 30 seconds of ads every hour.
Kinger das MBUICUSKMNM.
Let's go ahead and start this up. What? Was that y'all? Bro. Alright, hold on.
Marcus
Shuffle.
YCIK and I8.
That was not English. Gang, that wasn't English. What did you just say? Y'all gotta remember, it's still 500 points. Stop using that, bro. Stop using that, bro. Stop using that. All right, come on. Let's go ahead and get into the reacts, yo. Let's get into the reacts.
Harry Daghlian Jr. Daghlian
Most
was an
painful
American
radiation.
physicist.
Hold on. The most painful radiation deaths ever. Get this out my face. The most painful radiation deaths ever. Said he's speaking that ancient lingo we don't need to see. All right, let's get
joined
it.
the Manhattan Project in 1944, which eventually led to the development of the first nuclear.
Yo, I gave the wrong niggas mod. I gave the
Carbide
wrong
bricks.
niggas mod,
Basically,
yo.
he was trying to use these bricks as a sort of neutron reflector, which would have bounced neutrons back into the core. This was done to help the core get closer to a point called criticality,
let's lock
which
in on the
means
video.
that from
Let's
that
lock in
point
on life,
on, the
bro. Let's
nuclear
lock in
chain
on life.
reaction can continue on its own. The bricks themselves did work as a neutron reflector, but the problem was avoiding adding too many, which would have made it too powerful. Once he realized that adding even one more brick would have been dangerous, he tried to pull his hand away, but he accidentally dropped the brick directly on the core. This mistake caused the system to start an uncontrolled nuclear reaction. Daglian quickly tried to knock the brick off but couldn't. To stop the reaction, he had to remove part of the brick's setup, which exposed him to incredibly high doses of radiation, 5.1 sieverts to be exact. He was considered the first victim of atomic experiments, and they described his injuries as burns that went through bones. He went into a coma and died
Say that
25
thing.
days after the accident. Louis
Bet.
Slotin.
Remember that.
Slotin was a
It
Canadian
was good,
physicist
Rabbit.
and chemist who took part in the Manhattan
Am I
Project.
yelling?
He was
Was that
crucial
too
to the
loud?
success of the project, doing experiments to find the smallest amount of material.
Time out. Time out. Mm. So the first dude, I'm not gonna lie, niggas was not paying attention. I don't know how the first dude died. Let's lock in though.
Needed to
Let's
cause a
lock in
nuclear
with this
chain
one. Let's lock in
reaction
with
that
this
could
one.
continue on its own. Such experiments were described by physicist Richard Feynman as tickling
Said
the
W
tail of a
Sheets?
sleeping dragon. He was also the one who assembled the core for Trinity, the first detonated atomic bomb. On the 21st of May, 1946.
Gang, where you see some sheets at? You said a babbit a what the a babba dabba doo bop a batta wada wada woo bop a woo wah the suwa dama lama woo wah a luwa a shuwa llama mama new wop. Okay, bruh. Okay, bruh.
Jada1 says you're black, ha 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 ha.
Who said that? Where you at? Where you at? Oh yeah. Hold on. Where is it at? Hold on, let me get that. Let me get that. Take that 10 second. Take that 10 second. Take that 10 second for me. All right, let's go.
With 7 colleagues watching,
Take
he
10
was doing
seconds
an
to think about
experiment
your
on the
actions.
same core that killed Harry Daglian. He was trying to see how close he could bring 2 beryllium half-spheres used to
Wait, no,
reflect
I
neutrons
muted.
back
Wait,
into
I
the
timed
core
out the wrong
without
one. I
causing
timed out the wrong
nuclear
dude. I timed out the wrong dude. Hold on, hold on. I timed out the wrong dude. Hold on. I timed out the wrong. Hold on. Where did he go? King, his name just disappeared. He's gone. His name disappeared. I can't even avenge you. King, I can't avenge you. I can't avenge you, bro. I can't even avenge you, bro. Bro, I'm sorry. I timed out the wrong dude. 600 seconds. Bongo. Only 10 seconds, bro. We timing for 10 seconds. That's it. We're not doing 600 seconds. We're not timing niggas for 10 minutes. We're doing 10 seconds. That's it. Unless they say something like genuinely crazy. Then you get a 10. You might get a week. Bro, you weren't framed. I promise I didn't mean to time you. I didn't mean to time you. You're good, though. You're good. You're good.
reaction. Normally,
All right, let's
small
lock in.
spacers, called shims,
Lock
were
in with
used to
life.
keep the spheres apart safely, but Slotin chose to hold one sphere with his hand and keep them separated using a screwdriver, which was an unsafe shortcut.
Yo, y'all know what's going on? Do y'all know what's going on? I don't understand anything they talking about. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm too dumb, or I think it's just me. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just me. Yeah, so y'all don't know what's going on either? Okay. We're just gonna keep watching. We're gonna start understanding. Just give it some time. We're gonna start understanding.
At one point,
We're
the
gonna start
screwdriver
understanding.
slipped, and the two
At
halves of the
five
sphere closed around
at
the
5 minutes,
plutonium
if we still
core.
don't understand,
This
we turn
triggered
this
an
off.
uncontrolled nuclear reaction.
I'm
A
not
burst of
gonna lie.
radiation filled the room, and everyone saw a bright blue glow caused by radiation ionizing the air, and felt a wave of heat. Slotin felt an intense burning sensation in his hand, jerked the sphere away to stop the reaction, and dropped it on the floor. Unfortunately, by this time, Slotin had already absorbed 21 sieverts of radiation
How
and
much is
started
that?
showing symptoms immediately, such as vomiting. Despite being rushed to the hospital, the damage was
He
too
definitely
severe,
died,
and he
yeah.
died 9 days later after experiencing massive blisters, swollen hands, intestinal paralysis, gangrene, and lastly, a complete disintegration of bodily functions.
Whoa. This is what happens? This is what happens when you get radiation poisoning. If I get hit with some radiation, I think he got like the lower end too. If I get hit with some radiation, this is what happens to my body. And he lived for 9 days. Gang, I'm not gonna lie. This might be worse than those torture methods we watched. This might be worse than those. Which one was the worst one? Wasn't it the what was it? Yaga with Gort, Yaga, Damaga, Labaga, Bagort, Bargort, Shaga, Damaga, Dagaba, Gargort, Ubop, Shabada, Yabadu, Ubad, Daba, Dubop, Shabadaba, Debop, Shabadaba, Gooba like a Mebop. Yeah, you're gonna be cooked. Bro, radiation literally will disintegrate you at the atomic level. Exactly my point. It said it disintegrated his body. What was it? Like bodily functions? How do you disintegrate bodily functions? Like what is that? I don't want to visualize that, but I want to understand it. Like hold on, wait. Next time you type out the gibberish DQ, next time you type that out, do TTS, do text to speech instead. I want to hear if I'm saying it right.
3 observers later died of
It's fucking
radiation-related
witchcraft.
conditions. The core was called the Demon Core for the 2 accidents it was involved in.
Perfect.
And Slotin was credited as a hero
Witchcraft.
by the United States government for
Oh.
reacting quickly enough to prevent the deaths of his colleagues.
fair.
Alexander Lelichenko.
That's tough. That's tough.
Lelichenko was a shift supervisor
Hold on. Was that Michael
of his
Myers?
colleagues. Alexander Lelichenko.
Was that Michael Myers right there? Say his right. Was
Lelichenko
that
a
Michael
shift
Myers?
supervisor at the Chernobyl
You know what?
nuclear
You know
power
what?
plant in
We gonna see.
Pripyat
We about
when
to see. We
reactor
about to
4
see.
exploded on April 26, 1986. He was responsible for
Oh,
managing the
yeah.
plant's control systems and ensuring the safety of the cooling processes. After the explosion, he realized that water was still flowing into the reactor, which could have potentially caused an even greater disaster. If the molten nuclear fuel from the destroyed core mixed with the water, it could have triggered a massive steam explosion that would have released even more radioactive material and devastated the surrounding region. To prevent this,
Jeez.
he had to manually shut down the water pumps, but these areas were so radioactive that they exceeded the limits of dosimeters, the devices used to measure radiation. Heroically, even though he knew that exposure to such extreme levels of radiation would have killed him, he still went down there and walked through radioactive water 3 times. It's reportedly
What?
said that after the first day of entering the radioactive zone, he simply returned home and enjoyed dinner with his wife, just to come back the next day and go down there again. He kept working until his condition became too severe, at which point he was hospitalized. He died less than 2 weeks after the disaster. Cecil Kelly.
I mean, yeah,
Kelly
he
was a
went down there 3
38-year-old
times.
chemical-
Nick, I'm not gonna lie. Don't be a hero when it comes to radio. Like when it comes to radioactive, like radiation, anything like that. Don't be a hero, bro, because you not going. Well, I mean, some people they don't care. Me, I have too much life to live. I'm sorry. If it's me or the surrounding area, I'm moving my family out of the surrounding area. And I'm just gonna let people know, like, yeah, gang, we gotta get up out of here, because if we don't, then we're all gonna die. I'm just keep it stacked. I'm gonna tell everybody we gotta get up out of here, because if we don't get up out of here, then we're caught. I'm leaving. Y'all can stay if y'all want. You can't say I didn't warn you. I'm still a hero because I tried to save y'all. Not heroes don't always win. Heroes don't always save the day. But they tried. That's what makes them heroes, right? I'm just saying. I'm gonna let you know. I'm not going down there. I'm sorry. I'm not risking my life. Y'all niggas do not pay me enough. I'm still working. I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. I do not get paid enough. No. Y'all gotta Mm-mm. Nah, I'm done. Said I'm not a hero? Exactly. I don't know these people. I'm not
with
dying for
11
them. I'm
years
sorry,
of
I can't.
experience. His duty was to operate a large stainless steel mixing tank, which contained residual plutonium from previous
Plutonium.
experiments. They used to take this residual plutonium and separate it from the other materials it was mixed with to reuse it in future experiments. On a normal day, the solution in the tank should have had a low concentration of dissolved plutonium, less than 0.1 grams of plutonium per liter of water. For
Okay.
some reason, however, that day, the tank had a plutonium concentration that was 200 times higher than normal. This was enough to cause a nuclear reaction. So when Kelly turned on the tank stirrer, the whirlpool caused the plutonium to sink deeper. And that's when the blue light flash appeared. Even though a glass barrier was between him and the inside
King
of the
that glass-
Rahandazan
blue
says,
light,
"Ay,
which
Yugen, kunye angle aye yo verne understand I is the sagene yute a pay me right obey at pay braille so yeah obey obey up me ease put this in pig Latin translator."
Ihe, Ugen Kunye, and and yay. I'm Adglay Uye Ilway. Understanding is that. Yeah, I'm not reading that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not putting that in the translator
Flashed
either.
for about
You got it.
0.0002
Somebody translate that. Somebody translate that
seconds
and
meant that he
send
was
it in the chat.
exposed to a high dose of radiation,
I'm
about
not translating
36
that.
sieverts. He quickly ran outside, and when his colleagues ran to help him, he was reportedly screaming, "I'm burning up." He died about 35 hours after the accident. Boris Korchalov.
Jeez.
Boris Korchalov was a Soviet naval officer and commander of the remote control group of the submarine K-19. His submarine was the first of the Project 658 class, the first generation of Soviet
Oh,
submarines
it's always
equipped
the
with
first
nuclear
one.
ballistic missiles.
It's
On
always the
July
first
4th,
one.
1961, a crack appeared in the pipeline, leading from the first circuit of the nuclear reactor to the pressure sensor, causing a rapid rise in reactor temperature. The crew attempted to fix this by increasing the pressure, but the reactor's temperature kept climbing. To avoid a dangerous meltdown, they decided to manually create a cooling system, and Korchalov volunteered to enter the reactor compartment to conduct welding work. When he and his group entered the compartment, they saw a blue glow emanating from the pipes of the damaged reactor.
Oh yeah, you're
They thought a
done.
fire had
You're
started, but it was
done.
actually caused by the intense radiation.
You're
Korchalov
done.
gave moral support to the rest of the group, and even though they faced lethal doses of radiation, they worked for hours until the temperature stabilized and the nuclear
What?
disaster was avoided. When Korchalov climbed out of the reactor and took off the gas mask, yellowish foam bubbled on his lips, and he immediately
Oh.
vomited. He was transported to a hospital
Oh
in
yeah, he
Moscow,
died that
but
same
died
day.
6 days after the
Oh,
incident.
6
The whole
days?
situation
I'm not
was
gonna lie. Buddy, a trooper. He survived for 6 days. Not a lot of people can
Paul
say that.
Guy 69 says, Aye, Eugen Kunyande, I'm Aglaye Aye, Ilwaye Everne, Understandiye, Istaye, Isage May Pay, A, Day May Erdabaye, Ebraye, also Ye, Eglaye, Omeyi, Unpay, In Ye, Ipay, Ipadenle, Ansley Lay, Ansley Turturtre.
Bro, y'all aren't even putting it in the translator. Y'all are just speaking in pig Latin. I'm telling you, I'm not translating that. Bro, I'm not translating that. Translate them messages? All right, bro. Hold on. We about to translate them, yo. We about to translate them. Where'd you gonna translate this one? Hold on. If I can I click on it? Oh my goodness. I can't click on it. I can feel my room getting hunted by just hearing those words. What you mean? Hearing what words? All right, hold on. Wait, let me see what this one says. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, no, I know what that says. I know what that says. Okay, yeah. No, I'm not translating some of those. I'm not gonna lie, we're getting back to the reacts. Hold on, wait, let me see. Rabbit was in there. Okay.
classified as top secret,
Whoa,
and the
hold on.
sailors were secretly buried in lead coffins without
All right. You said do not translate mine? Yeah, no, I know what yours say. I know what yours says. Yeah, I
disclosing the
didn't.
burial
I told him
location
10
even to
seconds.
their
He still
relatives.
timed you
A
for 10
surviving
minutes.
crew
I don't
member
know
then
why.
found the burial site by accident. He was there to bury a relative and came across the hidden graves. The system installed by Boris Korchalov's group in the damaged reactor was then implemented in the design of all nuclear reactors on Navy ships, as well as at nuclear power plants. Korchalov was
Well,
awarded the Order of Lenin
oh, okay.
posthumously for his courageous and selfless behavior. Albert Stevens,
W Mans, I
Albert
guess.
Stevens, also known as the most radioactive human ever, was a house painter from Ohio who was subjected to an involuntary human radiation experiment. During the Manhattan Project, some scientists started getting worried about plutonium airborne contamination. The effects of plutonium exposure on the human body were unknown, and since it was tracked into civilian areas and plutonium dust was being inhaled by workers, they needed to know what it would do. Furthermore, plutonium-238 and plutonium-239 are difficult to detect inside the body, especially while the person's alive, which made the whole situation much more worrying. Scientists agreed that a program to trace the course of plutonium in the body should have been initiated as soon as possible, with the highest priority. At the time, cancer
timing for
researchers
another
were also
minute?
wondering if certain radioactive elements might have been useful to treat cancer.
Said
So,
that
in
hurts
April
my feelings.
1945,
Okay.
the first human plutonium injection
You gotta stop
experiments
abusing
were
your power
approved.
as a mod.
18 people
Might have
from
to
the age
snatch
of
that.
4 to the age of 69 were injected with plutonium, including Albert
What?
Stevens, who received the highest dose out of all of them. All of the
Why?
subjects who were chosen for the experiment had been diagnosed with a terminal disease, but there was a problem. Stevens was misdiagnosed. He didn't have terminal cancer like the doctors said. He just had a gastric ulcer. As with all radiological tests during World War II, it would have been difficult to receive informed consent for plutonium, since few outside of the Manhattan Project would have known of plutonium, much less of the dangers of radioactive isotopes inside the body. There is no evidence that Stevens had any idea that he was the subject of a secret government experiment. When they did
That's
further
crazy.
exams and the surgery for his supposed cancer, after the plutonium experiments had already begun, they discovered that he didn't have cancer. The hospital staff reacted with disbelief. They discovered that this happened because both a radiologist and a surgical consultant concluded that Albert probably had cancer, but suggested a gastroscopy be done to confirm the diagnosis, but this was never done. None of those who treated Stevens ever explained to him that he did not have cancer, nor did they disclose to him that he was a part of an experiment. His wife and daughter figured they were
Wait, hold on. So they told this man he had cancer. Hold on, he said, El Mod, snatch it, give it to me. I'm chill like that. What? Said join the Discord. What the fuck you doing? But hold on. So they told this man, they told Albert Stevens that he had cancer, right? He's living his life thinking, damn, I got cancer. His family is living their lives thinking, damn, Albert got cancer. Y'all find out it's not cancer and you don't tell this man? The experiments is just like, whoa, why didn't you tell him? But at the same time, what you don't know won't hurt you. That's not true, actually. But he didn't know, and it technically wasn't hurting him. Y'all find out he doesn't have cancer. This is something that you told him. You told him he has cancer, right? You told him he has cancer. He tells his family he has cancer. Now all of them think he has cancer, and this nigga doesn't have cancer. You said give Rabbit VIP? I got you. Wait, how do I give you VIP? Tier 1 subscribers subscribe for 1 month? Hold on, wait, Rabbit, you the sub? I'm just saying Bongo need to get his sub. I'm just saying Bongo should get his sub, but I'm just saying.
Using him for a guinea pig, but that the experimental treatment had
Nah,
worked.
Bongo a
He
hater.
died on January
Bongo
9th,
not getting sub. He
1966
be
of
hating.
heart disease at the age of 79.
Dang.
Robert Peabody.
Well, he was 79
On July
though.
24th, 1964, a terrible accident happened at the Wood River Junction nuclear facility, where they recovered
Wait, what happened? Said I'm not subbing back? Hell man.
highly enriched uranium from scrap material left over from fuel
Lame ass
element
man. That's all I
production.
can say.
Safety
Hell
standards
man.
weren't that good in the facility, as they had
Bongo will
identical looking
sub
tanks
when
for
you
both
beat
uranium
Minecraft
and
hardcore mode.
trichloroethane.
Say that
The only
then. Say that
distinction
then.
was a label,
I could do
which
that.
could have
I could do
easily
that. Say that
fallen
then.
off or
That's
deteriorated.
easy.
This
That's
led to a
easy.
critical
That's
error
easy.
when technician Robert Peabody intended to use a tank of trichloroethane. He accidentally
I have
picked up
my
a
cool
uranium-filled
emotes. Your
tank
emotes
because the
suck
label
ass.
fell off. When he poured the tank's content into a
Bet.
mechanical mixer,
I'm about to get
he
some
saw the
crazy
blue
emotes
light,
then.
and the
I'm gonna get some
radioactive
crazy
solution
emotes.
splashed
Make that
him.
nigga
He
jealous.
quickly ran towards his emergency shack and tore off his clothes, but he fell unconscious, and the ambulance came in to bring him to the hospital. He died 49 hours later, and the ambulance was so
Jeez.
radioactive that they had to bury it. Robert Peabody
What?
received what is considered the highest external full-body dose of radiation ever. Anatoly Bugorsky. Anatoly Petrovich Bugorsky was a Russian
3,000?
particle physicist who
This
worked
nigga got
for the
hit with a
largest part-
nuke. 3,000? They dropped a nuclear bomb on this nigga forehead and said, "Eat that." There's no way he lived more than a couple
accelerator
minutes.
in the Soviet
There's
Union at the
actually
time,
no
the
way he
U-70
lived more than a
synchrotron.
couple
On the
minutes.
13th of
There's
July,
just no way, bro.
1978, he
There's
was
no way.
checking a malfunctioning piece of equipment when the safety mechanisms failed. Bugorsky was leaning over the equipment when he stuck his head in the path of the high-energy
Oh, he died
proton beam.
immediately.
He said that he didn't feel any pain, but that he saw a flash brighter than 1,000 suns. The beam went through the back of his head, the occipital and temporal lobes of his brain, the left middle ear, and
Oh
out
my
through the
goodness.
left-hand side of his nose. The exposed parts of his head received a local dose of 2,000 to 3,000 sieverts. And to give a comparison, the last guy we talked about, Robert Peabody, only received 100, although Peabody's dose was distributed across his entire body, unlike Bugorsky's localized exposure. Bugorsky understood the severity of what had happened, but continued working on the malfunctioning equipment, and initially
What?
opted not to tell anyone what had happened. His left half of the face swelled up beyond recognition, and over the next several days, the skin started to peel, revealing the path that the proton beam had burned through parts of his face, his bone, and the brain tissue underneath. But there's a shocking fact. He's still alive. He survived.
He's still alive? This ni- So, what you're telling me, correct me if I'm wrong. This nigga got hit in the face. Like, straight through the face. With 1,000 suns. And is still breathing right now. Fuck no, you're lying. You're lying, bro. You're lying. He's not alive. He's not alive. He's dead. Wait, he's still alive right now? No way. Yo, he's actually alive right now. He's 82 years old. He got smacked in the mouth with radiation and he's still breathing right now. You said what? You said, so if you multiply that by 100, wait, what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If we're gonna have somebody fight the gorillas, or if we're gonna have somebody fight the gorilla, that nigga need to be in the lineup. Not even joking. I'm being dead ass serious. I know we talking about an 82-year-old man right now, but that nigga got God on his side. There's no reason he should still be alive right now. He should have died that same day. He got smacked in the face with 3,000 sieverts. Granted, I don't know how much that is, but it literally killed every other nigga. And that was much lower doses. Much lower. Like, I'm talking 300 times lower type. Or 30 times lower type. And it killed them niggas immediately. He got hit in the face with it. He got hit in the face with 30 times what the last dude got. And he's still alive to this day. He's still alive to this day. He's 82 years old. Just living, breathing, living a regular life. Probably not regular, but how is he still alive? No brain damage? He ain't got cancer? He ain't got a tumor? He not dead? It don't make sense to me. So if I get smacked in the face with 3,000 sieverts, I'ma live 82 years. I don't know. I'm dying the next day. I will never get
completed
another
his
stream
PhD,
again. I'm
and
dead.
continued working as a particle physicist. There was basically no damage to his intelligence, just an increased fatigue from mental work, and he completely lost hearing in his left ear. The left half of his face was paralyzed due to the destruction of nerves, but he functioned pretty normally, apart from the occasional seizures. Because of the Soviet Union's policy of maintaining secret.
Wait, okay. So this nigga has seizures. The left side of his face is paralyzed. He can't hear out his left ear. He has increased fatigue. The nigga's 82 years old. And he's still alive. No. If any of you niggas have any excuses why you're not doing something, think about Anatoly Bogorsky. Think about this nigga. I'm telling you.
On nuclear power-related issues,
no,
Bogorsky did not speak publicly about the accident for over a decade. In 1996, he applied for disability status to receive free epilepsy medication, but it was denied. He then showed interest in making himself available for study to Western researchers, but could not afford to leave his city. I had to put this one in the video because of how incredible it is. If you liked this video, subscribe for similar ones or join my Discord to suggest another.
Oh wait, hold on. It's gonna play the next video automatically. It's gonna play the next video automatically. I just got back from basketball practice. Tough. You nice or you some butt? Wait, you put this in here? Yeah, this is definitely in here. Wait, hold on. Is this TOS? Is this TOS? Is this TOS? Is this TOS? I need y'all to tell me right now. Is this TOS? Because if it's not, then we watching these. But if it's TOS, then we not watching it. Jai said yes. Cool guy said it's not. It's not? Well, Jai is saying, hold on. If it ain't age restricted, it's fine. Dang, it does say 18 plus. Hold on. Hold on. Depending on the nature of the fighting video, it could potentially violate Twitch's terms of service. Extreme violence and gore. Death, mutilation, or excessive amounts of blood. Okay. Self-harming. Okay. So, content that celebrates or encourages violence is also against the rules according to the community guidelines. Wait, I think we good though. Nah, I don't know. I know for sure on TikTok they gonna ban me, but I'm not really worried about that. I'm not worried about that. But on Twitch, I don't know. I don't know. It looked from what I read, it's like all right, cool, we straight. But at the same time, I don't know, man. I mean, it's only 5 minutes. It's only 5 minutes. Honestly, I feel like, you know what? I feel like it'd be worse. Dang. I feel like I'd be at higher risk if I was a popular streamer. I don't know what rims are. Reams. I don't know what rims are, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a stack. So I don't even know.
The says I about a doobop, a about a wada wop, a woo de sua dama whoop, a lua, a sua lama new up, new I have a dudo shamanama gullafana mama susu sa so sweet. Samasa sasamore a yamana nama, a lama lama mama lama, you a lama, luma lama lama.
We all heard that, right? We all heard the same thing? Or am I the odd one out here? Y'all heard. Gang, I gotta switch the voice off. I gotta switch the voice off of SpongeBob. I can't listen to SpongeBob talk, bruh. y'all gonna start saying something crazy. Y'all gonna start saying nigga, and I'm gonna just start hearing SpongeBob say nigga. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna keep it a stack. Whoa, hold on. What just happened? What just happened? What was that? What was that? Did I get a follow? Yo, W Jai. W Jai with the sub. Hold on. 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 Hey, hello, hello, W sub, W sub, W sub, W Toby with the follow, W Toby, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Come on, W Toby with the follow. Yo, what's good, Toby? What's good, Toby? What's good? You said sit your ass down. Killboy, did you sub? Oh, I didn't think so. Hold on, one more time. Come on, W sub, and W new follow. W new follow. Oh my goodness. What's good, Toby? What's good? Welcome to the family, bro. Welcome to the family. Said the gorilla taking you first. Get this nigga 20 days. Get this nigga 20 days. Get this nigga 20 days. That's your second chat, gang. That's your second chat. Oh, wait. Don't give him 20 days. Don't give him 20 days. What's good, bro? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Don't give him 20 days. I was trolling. I was trolling. I was trolling. I know y'all niggas be quick to act on that. I was trolling. Gang, I was trolling. Hold on. I got you. I'm about to untime you. I'm about to untime you. I'm about to untime you. Niggas playing too much. I got you. Bongo, untime him for real. Untime him, bro. Wait, hold on. Nigga, I can't untime him. Your wish is my command? Gang, I was trolling. I was trolling. Okay, bet. Oh my goodness. That nigga Toby was about to unfollow in a millisecond. As soon as he saw that, as soon as he got that, hold on, time out. As soon as he got that notification that he got time, that nigga was about to unfollow and block me. That nigga was about to report my account for violence. That nigga was about to report my account for violence and bullying. Oh, we would have been gone. I'm not gonna lie, we would have been out of here. We would have had to restart from scratch. Yeah, he would have got me out of here. He would have got me gone. Nigga would have said I violated TOS 26 times. Would have been gone. Them niggas would have IP banned me on Twitch.
The concept bends our minds and fuels some of the most
I never
imaginative
would've streamed
stories
again.
ever told. But how did these cinematic time traveling adventures
Did he even
actually
say?
work?
Hold on,
Let's stop-
wait, Bongo. Did he even say anything yet? I was about to say you timed him. I don't even think he spoke yet. Oh wait, no, he did. He did. What did he say? What did he say? Bongo, wait, hold on. Time out. Before you time him, what did he say? Said, nah, I would have reported this shit for terrorism, low key. You've done it before. Did it work? Wait, hold on. You reported somebody for terrorism and it worked? Oh, you said no? Okay. We good. We straight. I said I like the DBL tag called kids. I never said I like kids. Nah, you might be a little strange. You might be strange, nigga. I ain't never heard of nobody making a kids team. I'm not gonna lie, you a little strange. Yep. Tom Henford. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's a valid 10. That's a valid 10. He came in here and said that for no reason. That's a valid 10. That's a valid 10.
This type of time travel is based on the idea that changes made in
Not
the
gonna lie.
past
Do y'all
do
think?
not alter the original.
You said, do y'all think a Rottweiler can beat a Golden Retriever? Absolutely. Wait. Hold on. The Rottweiler ripping that nigga neck off. I'm not gonna lie. A Rottweiler is ripping that nigga neck off. He definitely taking him out the game. I'm just keep it 100 stacks. I love me a Golden Retriever, but the Rottweiler is ripping that nigga neck off, skin and all. That nigga's actually ripping the bones off. That nigga about to lick the blood off the bones in GTA RP. That's not even a fair fight. That's dead. Not even a fair fight. That's like saying, that's like putting a gorilla against an infant. That's not fair, gang. That's not fair. At all. Not even close. Like, actually, do you see this sweet nigga? I would pet him. I would pet him. I'd probably trip him. And he probably lick my hand. I pet this nigga, my skin is gone. That's not even close. That's actually not even close. I love golden retrievers. But a Rottweiler, no, bro. If we put a Rottweiler versus a golden retriever to the death, Rottweiler every time. I'm putting my money on Rottweiler every time. I don't care how much training that golden retriever has been through. Rottweiler every time. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's not even comp. Genuinely, it's not comp. I don't even know why you said that. Said check DMs. Did you not know? Did you not know what a Rottweiler was? No, I had to see pictures for reference. Like I actually had to get a good look at it. Cause it's like, I mean, I know what Rottweilers look like off the top of my head. And I know what golden retrievers look like off the top of my head, but it's like I gotta see pictures to like compare. You know? I had to get like a visual comparison. Cause like my mental, it could misconstrue like what a Rottweiler and what a golden retriever look like. So I actually gotta, you know, you know. All right, let's get to the video. Types of time traveling movies. This is about to be tough.
Timeline. Instead, they create an alternate timeline or reality that runs parallel to the original one. This is
It
often
said check
tied to the
DMs. I got
concept
you. I'm gonna
of the
check DMs.
multiverse or
Said
the
Kane
many worlds
Corso?
theory,
Not
where
fair.
every choice or action leads
Not
to
fair.
the creation of a new branch of
Not
reality.
fair.
As a
Hell, put a Kane Corso against a Doberman. Not fair. Yugen versus Kanye. Who winning? Me. No comp. Dead ass. Hold on, wait. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me get right. 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 Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. I can't find my other glove. I can't find my other glove. One hand. I'm not even left-handed. I'm not even left-handed. You ain't gonna be like, 3, 2, 1, start. I'm gonna be like, I'm a, right? Look, I'm a, and then I'm a, right? And then I'm a, Dang, I almost lost my life. Oh, I actually almost died. Yo, I actually almost died right there. I was doing too much. I actually almost died. Yo, I'm playing too much. Bro, it was actually almost over for me. Y'all was not about to get no more streams. I was about to break my leg. King, I was about to break my leg. Hold on, let's get back to the video. I love Donda 2. Wait, is Donda 2 out? Donda 2 out. I didn't even know it was out. You said he is not Floyd Mayweather? Yes, I am. Put me against Floyd. Put me in a ring with Floyd for 60 seconds for $1 million. I'm winning. I ain't gonna say I'm winning. I'm getting that million. I'm getting that $1 million. Broken leg. Broken leg react live on Twitch. Bro, do you know how bad that would have been? Look, I charged it up like I charged it up. I did this. I wasn't supposed to spin. That spin was not planned. I'm not even joking. That spin was not planned. I punched with so much force, it forced my body to do a spin. And I moved like this and almost missed the chair. If I would have missed the chair and my leg would have landed like right here, I would have been, No, I actually would have been done for. I would have been done for, bro. I would have been done for. Oh, Donda 2 got leaked. It's not out. Okay, I see. Heavy attack. Super attack in a video game. I wasted my ult and lost all my charge. I missed the attack and I gotta wait for my ult to charge for another 5 minutes. Alright, come on. Let's get back into the video. Let's get into the video for real. React to Donda 2?
As a result, the original timeline remains
I think about it.
intact, but the character's actions create a new divergent reality.
There's
This
gotta be
allows
some
for the
inside joke. Wait, what's the inside joke? Wait, what's the inside joke? What, me beating Floyd Mayweather? Or Kanye? Kanye or Mayweather? I'm playing the video.
existence of multiple versions of the same characters, each experiencing different outcomes based on their choices. For example, in the Loki series, the show features the TVA, or the Time Variance Authority, which monitors and controls the branching of timelines that occur when someone alters the
break a
past,
leg.
leading to
That's
alternate
the
realities
inside
that
joke.
coexist alongside the original one.
Oh,
In
but I'm a
Avengers
theater
Endgame,
kid,
the Avengers
so
travel back
my
in
thing
time
is
to
break a
retrieve the
leg.
Infinity Stones,
Type,
and
type,
instead of
type,
changing
type,
the
type,
original
type.
timeline, they create new branches, which is explained through the concept of alternate realities. In Back to the Future Part 2, after Biff Tannen uses the time-traveling DeLorean to change the past...
Wait, hold on. I feel like this is a cool video to watch, but it's not a good react video. I feel like for reacts, this one wouldn't be it. But every paradox, Tubman is a highly questionable bird. Facts. I think the paradox could be cool. The paradox could be cool. Oh wait, do you have the you got the different types of manipulation in here? Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Nah, I'm not. I don't wanna get off of this though. But if you had the different types of manipulation, I want to react to that because I saw it, but like I haven't like seen it. Like I saw it on my recommended, but I haven't seen it. Every real life status effect explained in 11 minutes. The problem with speedsters. Mad Jack, a real life World War II madman. Let's see. Let's see about Mad Jack. Let's get right with Mad Jack. I clicked on the video, did I not? All right, we got it. We got it. The generosity is peak reaction and content. The generosity?
One rainy day in the
Said lift
mid-1930s,
yourself.
a peculiar young officer smartly paraded up to the front of his platoon's formation
All right,
and
hold on. Oops. Oh, it's lagging a
snapped
little
into
bit. We
place
back though.
with
We back.
full
We back. We
military
back.
precision. Unlike the rest of his platoon, however, this particular officer was carrying an umbrella. Red in the face with anger and dripping wet in rain, the battalion adjutant immediately stormed over and demanded to know what in the blue blazes the officer was thinking carrying an umbrella to formation. Without missing a beat, the young officer simply responded, "Because it's raining, sir." John Malcolm Thorpe Fleming Churchill, or
That's not
as he would
crazy.
later
That's
be
not
known,
crazy.
Mad Jack or Fighting Jack, would be immediately reprimanded for his insubordination and preposterousness. But such reprimands were nothing new for the very bored officer. Amidst the brief interlude of peace between World War I and World War II, Churchill found his military service, well, rather dull. A rare breed of man practically born to lead others on the battlefield, Churchill itched for excitement and chaos. When life failed to provide any, he sought it out himself, and at a time when roads were mostly non-existent in India, rode his motorcycle over 1,500 miles of the Southeast Asian country.
So you said 6 ads? Come on, Twitch. I left for 3 seconds. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. You should not be getting 6 ads. I have it set so that there's 60 seconds of ads every hour. There's no reason they should be giving you 6 ads. I'm not gonna lie. Them niggas actually hate you. If you're getting 6 ads and it's like 3 minutes for every ad, not like 3 minutes per ad, but 3 minutes to watch all of them, like Twitch actually hates you. Like that's a you and Twitch thing. That's not a me. That's not a me thing. That's a you and Twitch thing. I don't know what you did to them, but you gotta lock in with life, or you gonna be left in the past. I'm not gonna lie. Said watch the clip. Bro, I'm not watching the clip,
Often
bro.
crossing
I'm not
rivers
watching the
and
clip.
chasms by
I was
pushing his
there.
bike along the rails of
I
railroad
was there.
tracks while he
Dang,
carefully
I did it.
stepped across the crossbeams. To ease his peacetime boredom, Churchill also taught himself how to play the bagpipes, which at the time was not a particularly popular pastime for proper British men. But not one to half-ass anything, Churchill not only learned to play the bagpipes, he would go on to place second in the officers' class of the piping championships at Aldershot. A stunning feat considering he was the only Englishman amongst the 70 or so competitors. Bagpipes mastered, Churchill also took up a keen interest in archery and became such a proficient archer that he would go on to represent England in an international tournament. Churchill may have been a daredevil and an adrenaline junkie, but that didn't mean he disliked comfort. Quite the opposite. Not only would Churchill earn himself a reprimand for bringing an umbrella to military formation in the pouring rain, but he also was chastised for using a hot water bottle to keep warm at night in his cot, against military protocol. To bypass this minor technicality,
Yo, this nigga hated the army. He was trying to speed run getting kicked out of the army because there's no reason you should be trying to break all these rules. He actually he was going on a speed run for who can get kicked out of the army the fastest. And he lost. He's losing. Well, he lost. Nah, I can't say losing because he's not in the army anymore. Pretty sure Buddy dead now. Or he might still be alive, somewhere out there living, breathing, living happy. Why were you breaking all of these rules? Did he like to do that? Yo, what's good, Kari? Yo, W Kari. What's good, Kari? But yeah, no, like, why are you trying to break all these rules? And I mean, he's still in the army, so I mean, I can't really say too much about bro, because I mean, he was still there. They let him stay. I don't know, man. I guess he was one of the good ones. They had to keep him.
Churchill instead
But he
used a
was tough.
piece of rubber tubing, which he filled with hot water. The regs, after all, forbade the use of hot water bottles, but said nothing about rubber tubes. While most military men measure their alleged toughness by their ability to suffer hardship, Churchill saw no need for such inane displays of machismo. Or perhaps he was, as many sources state, bored out of his mind by peace and entertained himself by annoying his senior leadership. Whatever the truth, if anyone thought Churchill was a soft man because he preferred to stay dry in the rain and sleep in warm comfort, they would be sorely mistaken, as the world was about to find out with the outbreak of World War II. In 1939, the German army invaded Poland from one side, as the Russians invaded from another. Polish defenders were caught between the two surging armies and quickly surrendered. The hostilities prompted Britain and France to declare war on Germany, and at last, Churchill's long stretch of peacetime boredom came to an end, commenting that, "I was back in my red coat, the country having gotten to a jam in my absence." Churchill left behind his brief peacetime life of modeling and appearing in famous films as an extra to ship out to France. However, upon arriving, Churchill was immediately disappointed. Despite German aggression against the Poles and Britain and France's declaration of war, both nations simply took up positions along the French-Maginot Line and did, well, nothing. Troops simply held their ground and generally tried not to be bored for weeks upon weeks, the lack of offensive operations being the result of Britain and France's lack.
Wait, okay, so hold on, wait, what did I miss? Kari, what were we reacting to? Mad Jack, a real life World War II madman. But okay, so if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, if I got this right, if memory serves correct, they declared war. They went to war. Didn't go to war for real. Weeks on end, no fighting. They just chilling. Niggas out there dying. They out here chilling on the lines. Not doing nothing. Them niggas playing chess. Probably playing rock, paper, scissors. Racing to the end of the to the dugout. Trying to see who the fastest. Why y'all ain't fighting? Y'all ain't out there to have fun and talk. Well, I'm not saying put your life on the line, but I'm saying put your life on the line. You signed up for this, or maybe you didn't sign up for this, but you still in there. I'm just saying you still in there. I'm not gonna fight. Who said that? Am I tripping? Did nobody use TTS? I can't be tripping. Nobody used TTS. SpongeBob just wanted to say something, I guess. Yo, am I tripping? Oh, that was you? Okay. You good. You good. I would be shooting till I run out of bullets. I don't know till I run out of bullets, because once you run out of bullets, you dead. You dead, man. You standing there with your pants pulled down, pretty much. I'm just saying. I'm not shooting till my bullets run out. I'm shooting till I gotta retreat. Just saying. I still gotta keep some bullets though. Never know. Might have an enemy on friendly lines. I'm just saying. Never know who might be on that side. I'm just saying.
Lack of preparations for war, what historians would end up calling a slight oversight. Britain and France had completely failed to fully prepare for conflict, despite years of ratcheting German aggression and a whole lot of angry, tiny mustache chest pounding from Adolf Hitler. Whatever the case, Churchill found himself a victim of Allied unreadiness, a situation which did not suit him at all. There was a war on, damn it, and like a puppy straining on the leash, Churchill wanted his share.
Yugen black as
With
hell,
the
no
Soviets
cap.
invading Finland, Churchill joined a volunteer detachment of British soldiers sent to aid Finn forces. They might not be Germans, but fighting anyone who was being an international dick was better than fighting nobody, Churchill supposed. Bidding his comrades adieu, Churchill joined the Finnish detachment. But before the expedition could get all the way to Finland, it was cancelled on account of some
Hold on, gang. What did I miss? 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 I heard something go on. I heard something happen. What did I miss? Yo, W Jai with the 200 bits. W Jai with the 200 bits. Is that what I missed? Is that what I missed? Yeah. W Jai with the 200. Oh my goodness, W Jai with the 200. Yo, Jai got money. Nigga, you need to give sub. You need to give somebody a sub. If you're gonna give somebody sub, I think it should be cool, guy. The nigga Jai got money. Hey, you got bread. You got money for real. Hey, he's swimming in cash. But if you're gonna give somebody sub, it should be cool, guy. Not even trolling. I'm not saying you are gonna give somebody sub. I'm saying if you do end up like, if you do get some bread and you decide you want to give sub, it should be cool, guy. You said I see how it is. Gang, it's not even like that. It's not even like that. I'm just saying because cool guy being here. I'm just like it's not. It's nothing. It's like. I'm just saying. Like I'm not even. You know what? Jai, you can pick who you want to give sub to. You can pick who you want to give sub to. It's whatever. You said 30-minute react segment. My ass, bro. It happens. It happens. That's life. Gotta lock in with life. Sometimes you gotta lock in on the reacts. I'm just saying. Let's lock in though. Let's finish this video. After this video, we doing
German rudeness
after this video, we playing Minecraft.
Finland would
We're gonna
have
lock in
to
on
fend for
Minecraft.
itself against the Soviets. At last, the proper war was on. Returning to his comrades, Churchill was immediately displeased
Nah,
at the
Yugen, you
British
really
Army's
black as fuck
failure to
twin.
hold its ground against.
You said you really black as fuck. I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing to you. Am I tripping? Did you just say that? Gift me because I asked and I'm chill. I mean, if he decide he want to gift you, then he can gift you. That's not really my decision to make. You said bro can't even breathe. I can't breathe. I can breathe.
Against the overwhelming
sometimes.
German blitzkrieg of tens of thousands of infantry, thousands of tanks, and an equal number of fighters and bombers.
I don't like
Churchill
that
and his
effect. That
unit
low-key
were
just
then
tripped me
ordered to
out.
retreat,
I'm not gonna lie, I
making
didn't
for
like that.
Dunkirk, where
That
rescue
little-
awaited for the
Never
overwhelmed
mind.
British and French forces. And if that rescue failed, the war could come to a very sudden and
Wait,
unpleasant
can't
end
reach.
for the
Why did
Allies.
you time him out?
More than a
Oh, okay, I
fair
was
bit
about to say.
annoyed at having to retreat, Churchill decided to creatively reinterpret his orders. And rather than simply fall back en masse, he engaged in an aggressive campaign of guerrilla raids and counterattacks against the German forces, leading small teams of hand-picked men. Churchill would rush roaring a battle cry into battle, holding aloft a large two-handed sword.
Why?
Like some anachronistic Highlander, Churchill waded into enemy fire and on more than one occasion spitted a German soldier on his claymore. Other times, Churchill would discard his rifle in favor of his longbow, sinking barbed shafts into the chests of Germans up to 100 yards away. Rumor
That is
has it that during
crazy.
one battle, a German officer asked for a list of casualties and injuries, only to be told that several of the casualties had been shot with arrows. The confused and irate officer warned his junior officer not to joke around with him, only to be shown the bodies with arrows still sticking out of them. Professional soldiers always expect the unexpected in combat, but nobody expected a mad Englishman shooting arrows in the midst of the greatest industrial age war in human history. During a
Yo,
lull in the
I'm not
fighting,
gonna lie.
Mad Jack Churchill
I'm not gonna lie. Mad Jack was one of them. If I ever saw him on the battlefield, I'm going home. Y'all can say whatever y'all want in my country. I'm going home. I'm not fighting that nigga. Cause if I'm chilling, if I'm I look up and there's an arrow barreling towards the middle of my eyes. If I survive, I'm never stepping foot on the field again. Karma got me. I tripped in chocolate pudding. Got on my white shirt. Look at you. Look at you, bro. I be trying to tell y'all. Karma is real. What goes around comes around. Nigga done tripped and got black pudding on his white shirt. All I'm saying is, what goes around comes around. I actually never said that on stream, but I said it today. I'm just saying.
Churchill, as he
said
was
him
now
and that
known,
3000
was
radiation
spotted by a
dude
fellow
versus
officer
gorilla.
riding his
Nah, for
signature
real.
motorcycle,
Get them in
longbow
their
unspec'd,
prime
arrows
versus the
sticking out
gorilla.
of packs
I don't
strapped to his
care,
body,
bro. Them
and a
niggas
German
winning.
officer's cap on the motorcycle's headlamp. As Mad Jack dismounted, the officer noted a streak of blood across his ear and neck, and asked about the fresh injury. Asking for a stiff drink in return, Churchill responded that he and his men had ran into a German machine gun, and his men had screamed for him to run, but he had simply been too tired to. Churchill had thought it's simpler to destroy the machine gun nest, even after being shot through the neck. Successfully making it across the channel back to England, Churchill got wind of a new military organization being formed, called the Commandos. The request for volunteers was secretive, but promised aggressive military service, which was more than good enough for Churchill. The progenitors to Britain's modern special forces, commando service included weeks of training in demolitions, firearms, infiltration, and all manner of other topics which Churchill absolutely adored. During commando training, however, Churchill also met a woman, whom he would immediately marry and remain happily married to for 55 years until his death. On December 27th, 1941, Churchill had his chance to
I was a girl in the village doing. Alright, then
I
I became a princess overnight now. I gotta figure out how to do it right, so much to learn and see up in the family, and that's just for royalty world. Is so excited to be. So I'm first einwein my waiting key, not what being roy is all about the first. Sophia files all enchanted my mouth, sir. Smack and way. It's an adventure every day, Sophia. It's gonna be my time as Sophia.
Up in the castle with my new family. So, royalty. So much to learn and see. Wait, so much to learn and see. Up in the castle with my new family. Fuck it. I forgot the words.
Formed commandos assaulted the German garrison at Vågsøy in Norway. Tasked with destroying the onshore artillery in preparation for a full-scale assault, Churchill stood in the lead landing craft with bagpipes, belting out the march of the Cameron men as enemy machine guns strafed the oncoming boats. As soon as the ramps lowered, Churchill waded ashore ahead of his men, holding aloft his sword and, as one soldier put it, uttering warlike cries. A half-hour later, Churchill sent out a brief telegraph to headquarters, reading simply, Malloy Battery and Island captured. Casualties slight. Demolitions
figure out how to do it right.
Churchill.
So much to learn and see up in the castle.
Churchill would go on to win several military honors, as well as more than a few battle scars. But his greatest feats of valor would not come until the autumn of 1943, leading the Allied landings at Salerno in Italy. Churchill and his commandos found themselves fighting alongside American Rangers in the town of Marina. Both Churchill's commandos and the American Rangers were not designed to fight and operate as normal line infantry, lacking much of the fire support that normal infantry brings to a fight, such as heavy machine guns and mortars. Armed mostly with rifles and grenades so that they could remain mobile, the commandos and rangers found themselves at a severe disadvantage as German and Italian heavy infantry assaulted their position in waves. Though casualties were extremely high, the Allied forces beat back every assault. Growing bored of simply waiting for the Germans to come to him to get shot, Churchill decided it would be best to go where they were instead and shoot them there. Ignoring the fact that his forces were grossly outnumbered and had no heavy weapons and absolutely zero support, Churchill led a night raid against a heavily defended German position, rushing out from thick undergrowth and shouting "Commando!" Churchill and his small detachment destroyed the German position and took 136 prisoners. Churchill and one of his corporals, however, had managed to get themselves far ahead of the rest of their unit in the fighting, and suddenly heard the sound of dozens of Germans digging into fighting positions all around them in the nighttime darkness. Never one to waste a good opportunity, Churchill decided that it wouldn't do to march back to friendly lines alone, and instead unsheathed his giant sword and simply walked to the first German position, ordering the men to put their hands up in German, perhaps thinking themselves visited by the ghost of an ancient medieval man, or simply doubting that even their bullets would touch a man with balls of steel so sturdy he waded into battle carrying a giant freaking sword. The Germans obliged and were taken prisoner. Churchill, however, wasn't done. He thought it wouldn't do for his German prisoners to be lonely, and thus decided to visit another German position. By the end of the night, Churchill and his corporal took 42 German prisoners, leading them back to the British and American lines at Sword Point.
Churchill would go on to explain to a senior officer.
This nigga is actually different. There's no... Hold on. Real life, like realistically, think about this. You have a machine gun, right? You have a machine gun on you. It's 3 of y'all. Skip all that. It's 5 of y'all, right? It's 5 of y'all. All of y'all have loaded machine guns. You ain't even got to cock it back. It's already cocked. You have loaded machine guns, right? Random nigga walk up to you. 2 random niggas walk up to you, right? One of them has a giant sword. The other one has a machine gun. I'm up in pole on both of them niggas. I'm spraying and praying in GTA RP. I'm sorry. I'm not going out like that. I cannot go outside like that. You either gonna have to kill me or I'm gonna have to kill you in GTA RP. I'm sorry. I'm not going out like that. I'm not going outside like that. That's dead. That's not happening. That's not happening. It's 5 of us. 2 of y'all. I'm about to light you up like a Christmas tree. I'm lighting you up like I just rolled a spliff. It's over for you. I'm sorry. You're gone. You're in the sky. You're in the sky because you walked up to me with a giant sword. Think you was about to do something. Brother, these 9mm don't play. You over here with a blade. I'm from a distance. I'm a step back. I'm out of range now. Boop, 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 boop. What are we talking about right now? He can only swing so far with that sword. Realistically, he can only swing so far with that sword. I'm telling you, I'm going to do the craziest step back. Hold on. Let me put it into perspective. So boom. This my machine gun, right? Like this my machine gun, right? Imagine it. It's like on my back or whatever, right? Hold on, let me move this. It's like on my back or whatever. We chilling. We see buddy walk up, right? I'm over here. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Don't kill us, right? My hand up. I'm going to smooth. Boom. Step back. Pew, 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 pew. If I don't get him, my homies will. And if they don't get him, it's because they didn't shoot. And that means they let me down. Bro, there's no way I'm letting a nigga with a sword press me. I'm killing. No, bro. That's dead. It's not happening. It's just not, bro. Listen, y'all don't understand, bro. Y'all just don't understand. I just got some Captain Crunch. All berries. Search up Captain Churchill. We about to see. Oh wait, what are they talking about? Wait, who's still in here? Is Horror still in here? You're not really early to stream, but you're not really like super late either. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Which one of y'all said that? Yep, it was Bongo. I've been waiting for this. Oh wait, hold on. Oh wait, hold on. It automatically goes to 60. I mean, it automatically goes to 600. All right, I'm not gonna time you for 600. I'm not gonna time you for 600. You got lucky. I was gonna give you a quick 60, but I can't time you for 600. It's whatever though.
Officer that as long as you tell a German loudly and clearly what to do, if you're senior to him, he will cry "Jawohl" and get on with
10
it.
minutes. I'm not giving you 10 minutes.
Whatever the situation.
I was gonna give you a minute though.
That's
You was
why
definitely
they
gonna
make
hold
such
that minute
marvelous
for me.
soldiers. A few months
Said I
later,
got you.
however, Churchill himself would be taken prisoner.
Wait, why you
surrounded
Tom
on
Kari?
all sides by Germans, and with just 6
Why
men
you
and
Tom
himself
Kari?
left alive,
Niggas getting
and with
caught in the
nothing
middle.
more than
He got caught in the
revolvers and a single
crossfire.
American carbine
Yo, he
between
got caught in the
them, Churchill
crossfire.
fought on until the ammunition ran out, and a mortar killed 3 of his other men and wounded another. With nothing left to shoot back with, and apparently separated from his trusty sword, Churchill pulled out his bagpipes and prepared to meet his end, playing "Will Ye No Come Back Again," until a German grenade knocked him unconscious. Churchill would be sent to a POW camp, but was quickly growing bored of not killing Germans. He hastily made an escape. Upon his recapture, he was sent to an even more well-guarded POW camp, only to escape again. Meeting up with a column of American armor, Churchill was rescued, but appalled to hear that the war was nearly over. Returning to his unit, Churchill commented, "There are still nips, aren't there?" And thus, Churchill volunteered to ship off to the Pacific. Sadly for Churchill, upon his arrival, the Americans dropped their second nuclear bomb, and the Japanese quickly surrendered. A heartbroken Churchill would go on to say to a
I thought
friend,
he died. I thought he got caught in
those
that.
damned Yanks, we could have kept the war
I was
going
talking
on
about
for another
balloons?
10 years.
I know, bro.
Telling another
I know you were talking about blooms. I thought you were trying to say I look like the monkey. I knew what you were saying, but I just thought you were trying to say I look like the monkey. I ain't like that. Bro, I ain't like that. I thought you were trying to compare me to the monkey. Bro, you got time for 30 seconds.
Double-crossed
It
him
was
by
just 30
surrendering.
seconds. That's not bad.
Churchill immediately
Hold
began
on,
to
wait.
look for an
I
opportunity
think I gotta
to
give you
join
mine
the
back,
many
though.
brush wars raging in the aftermath of World War II. He got his chance in 1948 when Arab forces tried to drive
You
the
good. You got
Jews
mine
from
back.
what would become Israel. Present in his full dress
got
uniform
mine
at
back.
a
You
battalion
good.
parade, Churchill got news that a Jewish medical convoy had been ambushed by Arab forces. Not wasting a
That
moment,
jolly-ass
Churchill
boy.
immediately rushed to their aid, still wearing full dress uniform. Boldly rushing down the middle of the road and into the teeth of the battle, Churchill commented later that I grinned like mad from side to side, as people are less likely to shoot you if you smile at them. Churchill would go
That's
on to rescue
crazy.
700 Jewish civilians and earn greater military honors for his deeds. At the end of the hostilities, Churchill then went to teach at various military schools, ending his career while serving as an instructor at the Land Air Warfare School in Australia. Giving up on its
I'm not
many
gonna lie,
attempts
that's
to kill him,
tough.
life would let Churchill
He's
live
tough,
out his
though.
days happily next to his wife until his peaceful death in 1996,
Take
leaving
Discord DMs,
behind
I
an
got you.
extraordinary legacy of courage and, well, no small amount of lunacy. Best remembered for his signature claymore, which he waded into battle with, Churchill
Oh, he
once
went to-
answered a
he
general
went to battle
awarding him a
with a
decoration
claymore?
who asked about the weapon.
I don't know
by
if y'all
saying,
ever seen
"In
a
my
claymore,
opinion,
but
sir, any
yo."
officer who goes into action without his sword is improperly dressed." Was Mad Jack Churchill truly crazy or just insanely brave? Want to see stories about
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Buddy tough. Buddy actually tough. There's not really much you could say about him. Oh my goodness, it's lagging. Cause it's trying to load my DMs. It's lagging bad. Hold on, give it a second. Play Donda 2? I'm not playing Donda 2. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So much to learn and see. Sorry. All right. Minecraft? I think Minecraft now. Y'all think it's time for Minecraft? Or do y'all want something else? Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we should do Minecraft. We should do Minecraft. We should do Minecraft. We should do Minecraft. Hold on. I'm looking about to make this a little bit smaller. About to make this a tad bit smaller. Put on MC. I got you. I got you. About to close that out. Oh, wait. That might end the TikTok stream. I'm not gonna lie. All the people in the TikTok might be sad. I think I just ended the TikTok stream. I got you. I'm about to check DMs. Hold on, I gotta check all the DMs. Pitbull Terrier versus Gold Terrier versus Doberman versus Staffordshire. I don't even know what that last one is. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I do not know what that last one is. Wait, hold on. You didn't send me anything. Yeah, cool guy. There's no DMs. There's no DMs. I don't see anything. The last thing I see is from the reacts. I don't see anything else. Oh wait, Jai sent 400 bits. Yo, W 400 bits. Yeah, that's what I wanted you to see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that. I saw that one. But we about to get into the Minecraft. I could definitely come back to that though. Like I could just remove the videos that we already watched and just come back to it, react again. Cause that's like 100. Like, who wins, you or Pat? Hold on. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. You're gonna have to explain it. You got to explain it in further detail because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't want to say it out loud and sound dumb. I don't want it to be nothing crazy and not say it out loud. Hold on. Hold on. Minecraft. Yeah, you definitely saying something crazy. You gotta be saying something crazy. Updating Minecraft launcher. Hold on, it's updating, y'all. We about to get Minecraft running though. Y'all want vanilla or do y'all want vanilla Minecraft hardcore or do y'all want modded Minecraft hardcore? Either one works for me. I'm just asking y'all what y'all want. Oh, vanilla? Okay, so I got one for vanilla. It's 10 of y'all in here. Well, really 9. Oh, it's 7 of y'all. Damn. Well, there's 7 of y'all in here. Somebody. Okay, boom. So that's 3 for vanilla. Oh, damn. Okay, we might as well just do vanilla. We might as well just do vanilla then. All right. Wait, y'all want Java or Bedrock? Java or Bedrock? Java or Bedrock? Hold on, wait. Let me get it right. I'm about to put it up on the screen so y'all can see. Sophia the first. I'm tripping. Hold on, it might be in games. Oh my goodness. Bedrock? Bedrock. All right, everybody's saying bed. Oh, okay. I thought stream just crashed. I was about to be sad. Game capture. Capture specific window. Reload that. I bet. Let's lock in with life. Let's lock in with life. Playing Bedrock Edition. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. I gotta do that then. Yeah, right here. Let's lock in. Boom. Boom, skis. Y'all should be able to see it. Sign in. Hold on, let me sign in. Let me sign in. Yo, it's no sound. My turn. Okay, y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. It's loading right now. Oh, okay, that fell. It's laggy. No. It's a little laggy. Hold on now. We can fix that though. Not gonna lie, brother. We need to lock in with life. The game need to go ahead and load up for me. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me change topic. Let me change topic and stuff. Hold on. I gotta fix this too. Oh my goodness. Guess I'm not fixing that. What was I doing? I completely forgot what I was doing. I'm not gonna lie. What was I doing? I might have to reload. I might have to reload Minecraft. It's OD loud too. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually like super loud. It's running fine on my computer. I don't know why it's laggy for y'all. Hold on, wait. Why y'all get quiet in the chat? I need updates on what's happening. How y'all feeling? How's everybody day been going? What did y'all do today? I know I sat at the DMV for 5 hours starving and didn't get in. So I'm pissed. I'm a little pissed. I'm a little upset. I'm a little mad. It's a little doodle on my cake, but it's alright. Just gonna put that to the side. Put that to the side and enjoy the rest of the day. That's all we can do. I'm not gonna lie, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. Hold on. Let me reopen Minecraft. Hold on, I'm reopening Minecraft. Made up of sticks and stones. This game is already running. If you just quit the game, it should be ready to launch again in a moment. Oh my goodness. All right, bet. Let's lock in with life for real. But not in a real way. In a real way, I need a new PC. If anybody has a PC they can spare or some extra money they can spare, please send it this way. I need it desperately. Money or the PC. I'll take both. I definitely take the PC, and I definitely take the money. Literally doesn't matter which one you hand me. If you hand me $50, I'm taking that and I'm saving it. I'm gonna keep it stacked. Hold on. Get started. Survival, of course. Alright. Dang, I'm not gonna lie. This not what we want. This not what we want. I'm trying to make a hardcore world. We gotta wait a second. We gotta wait a second. So I can close this. I can set everything how I need it. And then we can, you know. It's loading, it's loading, it's loading. Just give it some time. 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 Alright, bet. Whoa, hold on. Why Minecraft running extra super duper smooth? Why Minecraft running extra super duper smooth? Yo, y'all still stuck there? Did my phone pause or is it actually just stuck right there? Yo, my Minecraft running extra super duper smooth. Where are y'all at? This is actually crazy. I'm gonna do sample. I'm gonna do frame rate. We're gonna max it at 60. Use recommended texture. We can do smooth lighting. We're not gonna do fancy leaves. Oh my goodness. Gotta do full screen. It's still lagging? Oh my goodness.